Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Locrine, and today we get to hear from Thrasimachus in Act 2, Scene 4. Now, Thrasimachus is on Albinact's side, and Albinact is the youngest son of Brutus, who died in the first act and left half of the island of the United Kingdom to Albinact. And we started out this scene with Albinact saying, I know that the Scythians are here, but we will beat them. We will absolutely defeat them. And we had just been recently spending some time with the Scythians, and they are also very convinced that they are going to be able to beat Albinact and his crew and take over Albion. But Albinact got his lords, his most trusted advisors together. And in yesterday's monologue, he gave us this speech about, we can do this, we will beat them, we will fight until the rivers run red with their blood, all that sort of thing. And then he turns to Thrasimachus and he's like, so what have you seen? What do you know of them? And Thrasimachus says, after we passed the groves of Caledon, where murmuring rivers slide with silent streams, we did behold the straggling Scythians' camp, replete with men, stored with munition. There might we see the valiant-minded knights fetching careers along the spacious plains, Humber and Hubba armed in azure blue, mounted upon their coursers white as snow, went to behold the pleasant flowering fields. Hector and Troilus, Priam's lovely sons, chasing the Grecians over Simois, were not to be compared to these two knights. So he's just giving a report of what he saw of the Scythians and where they were. He saw Humber, he saw Hubba. They are well manned, they are well stocked, they have loads of weapons, and they're actually potentially a fearsome fighting force coming at them, is basically what Thrasimachus is saying. But he's not putting a ton of bias on it, except for saying like you could compare them to Priam's sons. And Albinact is like, okay, good. That's a good report. It's good to know this stuff. And then Strumbo and Trompart come in, and they're yelling like wildfire and brush, something along those lines. And they just keep saying that over and over again. And everybody else is like, what are you talking about? And what are you saying? And what is this in reference to? Like, who are you? What is this all about? Until finally somebody's like, where are you from? Like, where do you live? Where is your place of residence? And Strumbo is going to respond with a monologue that we will hear tomorrow. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.